One thing you're going to hear a lot of Teachers Pay Teachers creators say is that TPT is the long game. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and that is so true. Another thing it is a series of small wins. That first product sold, that first $50, that first $100, that first $100 day, your first $1,000, your first $1,000 month. All these things are little milestones and progressions that help you along the way. And there's also little things that you do that can give your business a boost. And today, that's what I want to talk to you about, something that's been giving my business a little boost. Hello everyone, my name is Sherry from Rolling Acres Education. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is not your first time. And I said when I started this channel that if I did something that really seemed to be helping my business or my income or my views or my conversion rates or whatever, I was going to share it, even if it seemed like something very small or maybe something that other people might not be interested in or maybe might not work for other people. But if it's working for me, I'm going to share it. And so something that's been really working for me lately and has really given my income a boost is 2 product bundles. Taking 2 products that complement each other very well, not just taking any 2 things and sticking them together, but 2 things that really complement each other and putting them together in a bundle, and they've really been selling. Let me give you an example. So I had this Forces in Motion subplan that was selling really, really well. It uses roller coasters, and apparently teachers really like it. I've gotten good reviews on it, and it sells very well. And so I took that subplan and I paired it with an Isaac Newton subplan that I'd been working on for a while. Just couldn't seem to get finished, and I finally got it finished. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to pair that. I'm going to have it individual, of course, but I'm going to bundle it with that Forces of Motion, because obviously the Newton Forces of Motion go together very well. And if a teacher needed to be off for a week and they just have like one class, it could stretch out to a week. I put a lot into my subplans because I know I taught science and math, and I would have loved a subplan that would have covered both of those classes, and I didn't have to have 2 different subplans. So I try to make enough that if a teacher has a longer class period or students for 2 class periods, they would be able to use it. So it's possible that those subplans could be stretched to an entire week. And so I bundled them together, and they are really selling. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to try another one. Well, I was kind of backing off on my holiday resources, but I started getting nervous because Halloween would have been my next resource, and it was like at the end of the month. And so I thought, I need something else. And, I didn't even know if people celebrated Columbus Day anymore. So I thought, I'm going to go in here and see. And there were some resources in there, and I thought, well, I'm going to do a Columbus Day, and I'm also going to do an Indigenous Peoples Day resource. And so I did both of those, bundled them together. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I almost didn't do that. I cannot tell you how much money I have made off of those. I'll probably tell you on my income report. I stayed home from Florida to do those, okay? I was supposed to leave to go to Florida, and I told my sister, you know what? I just really feel like I need to do these resources. I'm going to get them done, and then I'll come after I get them done. And so I did that. I did for middle school and high school, and then I also did 3rd through 5th grade, and oh my gosh, they took off. So then I tried my Halloween resource. I did a Science of Fear subplan. Why do we love fear, and kind of explaining the reason we love fear so much, and bundled those together. Crickets. Nothing was happening, and people were buying the Halloween resource, and they weren't buying the science one or the bundle. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. I wonder why. And so I went and looked and clicked on the Halloween, and it wasn't listed as the bundle. They only have one bundle listed below your product, and so people weren't seeing that was bundled with that. And so I thought, what can I do? Well, the one they had bundled wasn't really. As a matter of fact, I haven't sold any of this bundle. So I just made it inactive to see if that other one, if it would pop up. No, another one popped up. So here's what I did. I went to the very first line of my Halloween activities resource, and I put, hey, grab this, and I linked that resource, the bundle, in the first line of the description. So it says, hey, grab this, whatever. I forgot the title of it already. bundle, Halloween activities and Fear of Science bundle, whatever, Science of Fear, and bolded it, okay, and put it into my description and, not relisted it, but submitted it or whatever. Now, when it comes up in the snippet, it's not green, it's not bold, it's not anything, but it's there. And so I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Within an hour, I sold one. By the morning, I'd sold another one. So that's just another tip I want to give you. First of all, to take two things. I've already talked about bundling things together, but taking two resources that complement each other very well and putting them together raises that price, but also the teachers aren't so hesitant to buy a bundle that's got just two things in it as one that's maybe got 10, 15, 20 things in it. And so, also that end of the year bundle that has 4 resources in it, it's an end of the year summer resource, and I sold one of those a few weeks ago. Those also sell pretty well, okay? So don't think that your bundles have to be huge to make you a lot of money. These smaller bundles can make you a lot of money. I made a lot of money off of that Indigenous People and Columbus Day bundle, and I'm anxious to see how much I end up making off of the Halloween and the Fear of Science. Now, the Columbus and Indigenous People one, if you go to the Columbus one, that's the bundle below. If you go to the Indigenous People one, that's the bundle below. And so people automatically see that. But I don't know how much that is going to help what I did with the little description, but it seems to have, because I had that on there a couple of days and didn't sell one. As soon as I did that, then it sold. So there's just a couple of tips. Take two resources that complement each other very well, put them together in a bundle, and if they're in other bundles, take and link it in the very beginning of the description. So these are just some things that helped me and may not help you. I don't know, but I said that if something helps me, I'm going to share it. So try that. Try linking it in the description if the bundle doesn't come up where you want it to. And just remember, you've got this, God's got you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.